What was all that about?
I have no idea.
I mean, Van clearly has some unresolved issues with town. If that even was even a smidgen of Van in there anymore.
Van or Luther, whatever the smoke is.
It doesn't seem very good for anyone but them, really. Sounds a lot like mind control and losing yourself in it. Nothing I'm too fond of.
No.
What do you think about all of this? The bridge speech Van gave and whatever Town told us about Lufa being dead.
Well, all I actually care about is if it's gonna be a problem for us getting out of here.
Fair. It might be.
Yeah, it depends on what Van's goal is.
Yeah. Very much so. I mean, Van and Lufa both spoke about creating as much suffering as possible. So...
Yeah, but is it a suffering on town or like everyone?
I have some suspicions that it might be on everyone. As much suffering as possible sounds like it's not stopping in front of anyone. If it's just town, I really couldn't care less at this point.
Yeah, also what do you count as a town? There's not a lot of humans left.
Let's say basically anyone that's not our coven. So...
But they're all part of the smoke, right?
Yeah. If they're not a threat to us, if it turns out they're only a threat to, let's say, the humans, I think that would be fine. I don't see any reason to do anything about them then. Because we have to get rid of the humans one way or the other.
There's, not a lot of them left, so
yeah,
maybe it wouldn't be a problem.
But also, we don't know if Ven is in some weird way still human.
We don't.
If that's the case, we might eventually have to go up against Ven anyway.
But then, wasn't this the same situation as with Luther?
How do you mean?
Yeah, he said he wasn't never turned, right?
Oh.
That the Luther, like the person, died. But the Luther we know was this entity.
But then we'd have to assume that Ven died as well. Maybe they did.
I don't know.
And then got possessed.
Yeah, is it the same situation or is it something different?
Here we don't have enough information about this, which doesn't make decision making easier.
Yeah. If Ven is not a vampire, can they be turned?
How would we find out about this?
I don't know.
Except for by trying, I guess, but that doesn't seem like a wise decision.
I don't think we can.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
There is no, source of information in here.
No.
That would know about the situation.
It doesn't seem like we could just walk up to any of them and just ask. I doubt they would give us any kind of information.
No. I don't think so. Not if it could, harm them in any way.
Unless we make them go into a big speech again. I think there might be a chance they would.
Yeah, they seem to really like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think Nettie should be there.
No, she shouldn't. No.
You really need to, keep her on a leash, if I say so myself.
Okay.
She tends to really she tends to be really aggressive towards people just talking.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. You're not wrong about this. You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Well, okay, but apart from this, who do we know is on their side? Like, supporting them full on. Like, there's obviously Ven, there's Blair. There's Ace, who fought with them when we had a little tussle before that speech. But also, Ace gave me a book right after, asking to meet with however many of the Coven members that I see fit. So... maybe he didn't mean to? Maybe something went wrong there? Maybe some miscommunication.
Or the situation changed for him.
Yeah, or that. So, not sure about Ace's status and that.
Well, we can talk with him.
Yeah.
Not really sure how much we can trust him.
I agree. I would like to stay a bit more on the vigilant side about this. I don't know how much to trust any of the smoke fledglings.
No, I don't think we should.
Including Warren. We're just gonna be careful.
Yeah, but the rest of them, it's Ash and Rose seem to do stuff by themselves.
Yeah, they seem to just not care. I mean, Rose said it straight up.
Yeah.
That they don't care. Whatever that means for us. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but there's also the whole Sevvia group with Cameron, Eris, and Misty, I guess.
Yeah.
We don't know what they want, what their goal is, and how they want to get out of here.
Yeah.
I feel like they're gonna want to protect the humans.
I feel the same. Yeah. They seem really close to Randon and Cainan.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to deal with them, really. Because ultimately we have to either turn or kill the humans. There's no way around that.
Yeah. What do they want to do? What is their plan?
Ideally, they just want to deal with the smoke before.
I think that's their first, the main goal. Is to get rid of smoke and then figure it out, but...
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna cut it out for me.
I see. Yeah.
We're so close to getting out of here.
We are.
I don't wanna just wait for the fight to be over.
You want to get to the humans as soon as possible.
To get out of here, yeah?
Yeah.
Then we'll know if Ben will be a problem or no.
We'll figure that out latest when the humans are gone, right? I guess, as far as we can assume, smoke is not gonna be a big problem for our coven once we're out, right? Because...
Yeah. Oh, no, definitely.
Because I'm assuming that, well, the smoke doesn't spread anywhere else than Lufa fledglings or, yes, in Ven's case, humans that had a sip. Oh, wait, no. Ven didn't have a sip of Lufa's blood.
They didn't?
I believe someone said that Ven was Blair's thrall.
No.
I guess it could still work because Blair is a Lufa fledgling.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the assumption would be that it can't jump over to us. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm thinking it won't.
Yeah, if it can, we're probably screwed. Either way.
I feel like it only works on humans. As in, like, Ven was a human, and like, yeah, everyone Luther turned is a part of the smoke.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we're safe, at least from the whole mind manipulation, hive mind thing, or whatever they're doing.
I mean, that would already be really good. I really do not want to take part of this.
No, me neither. I like having my mind only for myself.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. So, I think it's probably for the best if we have a meeting with the other Coven members and see what the consensus is. What the general plan is to get out of here. And to see if the other ones, well, also prioritize getting out of here over dealing with the smoke. I think I am open to either of it. I would like to just not have to deal with the smoke at all. Because that seems like a headache.
It really does.
But, yeah. But I'd like to see what Nettie and Arlaz at least think about it. Warren, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't know how to handle her. Shall we catch up with the others?
Yeah.
This would be really annoying if it wasn't a blood moon right now. Yeah. Now, where is this guy? Remember correctly, this is the last I've seen him. Better not be down there. Freaking hell, have been fledglings. Oh.
Oh.
Really? Really now a steak? What do you think this is gonna do?
I didn't expect company out here. It's for safety, clearly.
Yeah. Clearly you didn't expect company. Where have you been?
Hunting, for the most part.
I haven't seen you around the Coven in a while.
I have no need of Goblin. You have Nettie, and you have Warren to look after. Or, not Warren. Ava to look after.
Oh, and you don't see yourself as part of this because?
Oh, I mean... It's... Vampirism isn't for me personally, I just...
That's why you've been out hunting? For blood?
I have enough blood to get by.
No, I mean, you say vampirism isn't for you, but you're out hunting for blood. I see some logical flaws in that.
I'm able to provide for myself.
Okay. Very proud of you.
I don't need...
We need you at the Coven, though.
You have Ava with you, don't you? She's perfectly willing to look after you and whatever else your sword is going through.
Have you listened to Ava once? That's quite funny. We are only strong if we're sticking together. You've heard the stuff that Ben, Luther, the smoke spewed at the bridge.
Well, Luther is dead.
Well, depends on how you want to see it, I guess, yeah.
He's long gone, and they're already fighting their wars with them. I don't need any assistance. I can avoid them perfectly.
It's good for you, but we need assistance. We need you in the Coven.
Can't you rely on Nettie?
Yes, I think I can rely on Nettie. But we're stronger with higher numbers. And I know that you're a capable hunter.
So it's down to fighting numbers again, isn't it?
Isn't it always?
Well, I've already had my fight with everything against this. I already fought my war or whatever bullshit that they throw my way.
Yeah, and we still need to at least fight a little bit more, I would assume, until we get out of here.
And do you expect us to?
You can have your peace afterwards.
I suppose that's true.
You can go and do whatever you would like after.
Including leaving with Warren.
Yes. If that is your choice.
That does... Warren has this strange fixation on Carmen, and when she first came to me when I was human, I thought it was just some nonsense trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of trauma response influenced her actions, but now I see I have this disgusting pull towards you that I can't understand.
Ah.
And I hate it. It ruins my thoughts. It makes everything difficult around you.
Alright, seems... if you like it or not, but it seems we have to work on shielding your thoughts a bit more.
What do you mean?
Something you can learn. It doesn't have to be this intrusive. It has to be trained.
And I imagine that it requires proximity to you.
Well, I'm the best option you have for training it, and for knowing how to do it.
I suppose that's true. Is there any way to overcome it immediately?
I don't know of a fast track to this, no. It's a lot of mental training. And part of it only happens because you let it happen.
I'd let it happen? You think I'd let myself feel this way?
A part of it, at least. Ava doesn't have that issue. I had to tell her and to train her to let it in. So we can feel where the other one is when we focus on each other. It seems I don't have to do that with you.
If I consumed venom for the turning, could that have influenced it? Made me worse off than she was?
Whose did you consume?
It doesn't matter. But it was venom of a vampire lord, and he isn't far from what I dreamt and from what I've heard. Before the turning, he was right outside the boundaries.
Is that the hymn that you mentioned?
An old enemy, yes.
Right outside the border. Oh. Is he gonna be a problem? Once we get out.
Oh. If you felt my death, it's very likely that he's lost interest, which I suppose I should be grateful for.
That's good then.
But if he made me consume his venom, his blood before everything, if I was a thrall before this, would I have already had a weakened mind that would have followed me into whatever this is?
Oh. I guess it could have influenced it, yeah. I'm not entirely sure on it, but there's a chance.
And training is the only way I could get rid of it.
As far as I know, yeah. If there is another way, I'd have to communicate with my sire to figure it out, but I don't see that happen in here, actually.
So I'm stuck like this.
For the moment.
Until we leave.
How bad is it? How bad do you feel? At my proximity?
I feel better when you're here, and that disgusts me.
Harsh words.
It's cold here, it's cold everywhere when I don't see you, but I don't know how to explain it. It's nothing I felt before.
It's a mechanism to so you can find your sire easier. So you can find the comfort that a sire is supposed to provide.
We aren't doing that, are we?
No. I mean, unless you seek comfort, but...
I have no idea what you think you have with Nettie, but no, we're not.
Oh, I don't talk about this. No. No. There can be comfort in words and in reassurances as well. And in simply proximity.
Well, I didn't need that before I came here. I'm not going to expect the same from you. You're tolerable. Better than whatever Luther was and whatever madness he and his kin have. I suppose if I was trapped with anyone, it'd be better. It'd be best if it was you.
Trying so hard to see this as a compliment, but in comparison to Luther, it's really not hard to be better than this.
Well, I suppose if we're trapped here together, you'll have plenty of time to earn compliments from me when you help me navigate whatever mess this is.
I'm not seeking compliments from you. Don't worry.
Well then, you're much better than every other vampire I've met here. There's that.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's make our way back. We can talk there. Or on the way, I guess.
Fine. I imagine that the others are well at Coven.
When I left, they were, yeah.
That does remind me. Nettie. Her turning wasn't as kind.
It wasn't. Something I deeply regret. I would have wished for it to be different.
No, you took her against her will.
I did.
Not only with the bite, but her mind. She told me.
Yes, I thralled her.
You knew she wouldn't have been able to turn you away.
I gave her the choice. I asked her for this. And she agreed.
When she was enthralled?
No. I asked her to go and have this bond with me. And she agreed to it.
A bond?
Yes. Because thralling is a bond, if you break it down.
Christ almighty, you sound like him.
There is different...
You do understand what it was, right? You told her what it would do to her, and then she took it, and then you asked to feed on her, and then you turn her against her will when she's hardly able to say no. That is not a bond, right? You understand that?
It is. There is different ways to thrall someone, Arlaz. It wasn't like what you've seen with Rose.
No, it wasn't.
I would never do this to Nettie. Or anyone.
I lived through a thralling. I experienced what had happened. How it infests the mind. Are you telling me that you seriously think that she would have accepted that willingly?
I don't know how your thralling was, and what the intentions of your vampire were. But my intentions were to protect her, and that will always be mirrored in the thralling bond.
Protection.
Yes. Protection for Nettie, but also for me and Ava from Nettie. That is the one command that I really spoke to her, to not harm me or Ava.
Suppose
I made sure that the thralling would not hurt her in any way. She could still refuse any kind of requests I gave to her.
and this thralling, does it influence emotions?
It doesn't, no. Well, I guess it... in the sense that she wouldn't have wanted to hurt me in any way. But...
is that all of it?
yes. Her affections for me were not anything that was coming from the thralling. I would not want that. And I wouldn't put that onto anyone, least of all Nettie.
Then you're better than most vampires I know. Let's head back.
Yeah. Let's do that. All right. Oh. You just come home.
Mm-hmm.
We should have that meeting that we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if the others are down there.
Sure.
Nettie? We need to talk. We need to have a meeting. About
Okay.
all that's happened. Ava's already upstairs. I'm gonna...
Okay.
Arlaz?
Yes?
Whoa. Alright.
Oh, sorry. I was sorting through my things.
Fair enough. We need to have the meeting that we talked about.
All right.
We need to talk and figure things out.
Regarding the town, I assume.
Yeah. Regarding the whole situation.
You wanted to talk?
Yeah. We need to figure out where we're standing. We need to figure out what we're doing here, which direction we're going in. Clearly, there's still 2 humans. Well, possibly 3 humans. Depending on what state Ven is actually in. And we all know that for us to get out of here, we have to either turn them or they have to die. We need to figure out what we do with the Luther-Ven situation. With the smoke thing. And I want us to find a solution together. With us standing as a united front.
Well, I do think our best option would most likely be returning the last 2 humans.
Yeah.
The only issue with that...
Which...
I don't think that's the question we are facing. I think the question is, do we do it now or later?
Yeah. We need to figure out how much of a threat Luther and Ven actually are to us.
Well,
Do we have any idea?
We don't know enough facts. Is the smoke gonna be dangerous to us?
What are the goal? What are they trying to achieve?
Yeah.
well,
If they just want to leave, like all of us, I don't see them as big of a threat as they could be. If they actually want to cause just suffering.
well, the main issue is that if we support them, we'd be going against the whole entire town.
Yeah.
I think our current goal, as a united front, would be supporting town to take down their supposed threat so that we could leave.
Yes.
When you say town, who do you mean?
The remaining vampires in town, it's clear that we share the same goal of wanting to leave, but it's clear that they are very interested in playing the heroes of the story that we're in currently.
Yeah.
Can we trust them?
That is the one question I'm not quite sure I can answer.
Yeah.
The only other, well, fledgling of Luther's bloodline that I could trust is Warren, but she was under its influence when I was turned, from what I know.
That is the issue. We don't know.
So it's very possible.
I don't think you can trust any of them. I think that once we deal with Ven, the same thing will happen. It'll go to someone else. I think that as long as anyone from the Luther bloodline lives, Luther will be a threat.
Then why did it go to Ven
Yeah, Ven is not.
and not any other vampires? Ven wasn't a vampire.
Ven was potentially thralled, probably thralled, but not a vampire. We don't know if it can also go to humans. We don't know if it can potentially also jump over to one of us. I think it's unlikely that it can, but we don't know it for sure.
So if we risk our safety to support them, we'd be endangering ourselves.
Yeah. But I do agree with you that aligning us with the other vampires in town is probably the smartest we can decide on.
The only issue is...
We just have to be very vigilant.
The only concern that I have with this idea is that they're most likely very protective of the few remaining humans. I don't know what they think they could achieve by curing us, but there's not enough beacons to save all of us.
No.
They'd have to sacrifice our numbers.
Yeah.
They want to cure us all.
Apparently that is the goal. It's why I keep the cure book on me.
Yeah. I think that's very smart.
How many of them have read the cure books?
Well, off the back of my head, I could say roughly... Well, there was you and I, and then there was Cainan and Randon. And most likely... Was there anyone else who read the 3?
Not that I know of. It's just the humans.
Rose, potentially, but... Well, she grates on me. I'd rather not speak to her personally.
Understandable.
This is just a suggestion, but perhaps we could play at their empathy. We can make them believe that we're all on the same side, that we want the same goals. But the moment that the beacon or the border falls, we could depart. They could continue whatever childish quest that they have against Luther while we leave. Safely.
Yes. So we keep away from the smoke.
We keep away from the smoke, but we act as if we're supporting them. We don't have to go into the battle with them, of course, but they'll think we're their allies, so we won't be in danger.
Ah, you're speaking like me.
Brings up the question, are we going to turn Kieren and Randon and then just leave, let them deal with it, or are we going to wait it out, see what happens, and act if and when necessary?
Do we want either of them?
Randon, maybe. I have not talked to Cainan enough to know if we want him in the bloodline.
I don't necessarily mean for the purpose of having them in the Coven. I mean for the purpose of leaving, because everyone in town, they are smart. They will be doing their best to keep Cainan and Randon human. If we want to leave as quickly as possible, then we need to turn those two.
Yeah.
Well, it's very
And
likely
then
that
they can deal with whatever comes of it.
If we do turn them, you don't have to claim them.
That's so true. It goes against all that I've been preaching, though. This is a very Luther approach. Just leave them alone.
Oh.
Turning them?
Turning them and leaving them alone. I'd also assume that Luther, when whatever that creature is, will also try to go after them. As much as possible. But I have an idea how I could talk to Randon. He came here for a reason, and I think I remembered something my sire told me that could be of use to him. I'll try to talk to him.
That would be in our best interest then, so we have a basic plan, for Randon at least.
Yeah. You two have been interacting with Cainan more, right? Do you know him a bit more?
Well, I doubt that he'd trust me after the turning, but he has followed me around town.
Yeah. I recall him saying that he doesn't blame you for taking this road right after the turning.
I suppose so.
Maybe there's a way.
I could try to bring him out so you and I both could speak to him.
We can try that, sure. I have not a single clue how he would stand to me. He was passive the last time we saw each other, but...
I could try to figure something out, see if I could set up a discussion with him. He was willing enough to follow me around, so it's clear that he has some amount of care.
Mm-hmm. That's good. We keep away from the smoke as good as we can.
Regarding Warren, it would most likely be in our best interest to keep her away from the vampires in town.
I would agree. Yes.
We don't know if it
Indeed.
spreads.
Yeah.
So is this our plan of action?
Yes. How do we find out more about how the smoke operates? This information could be extremely valuable.
You think Ace might know?
Possibly. Oh, right. I did not even mention that so far. Ace dropped me a note. Thank you, Ava. Ace dropped me a note after the whole debacle at the bridge, the whole speech, asking if there's a chance we can meet. Because Ace wants to ask a few things and would also like to say a few things that they think is quite rude in a letter. And I would suggest we all attend that meeting. It seems it will only be Ace, no one else.
Alright.
Sounds like a plan.
Should we head out now?
Most likely.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Arlaz, could I pull you aside for a second first?
Of course.
You go ahead.